Hi. So today I thought I'd go through my sketchbook. I just finished it. It turns out it's been a whole year. And one of the great things about my fountain pen obsession is that it's really made me draw a lot more and even sort of develop or change my style of drawing just to sort of adapt and play with different fountain pens, and particularly my enjoyment of the ink and the way in which it goes on the paper and finding different areas that fill in, and there's a kind of interest in pattern and flatness. And so for my sketchbook, everything's in black and white. I didn't, unfortunately, all the time write down which fountain pens I was using, but a lot of times it's the Lamy 2000 is a favorite. And then I've also fill in a lot with the Duke 600, which has a few-day or feud nib. I just recently reviewed it on this channel, and that's a very inexpensive pen. It's like $20 on Amazon. It's sort of my warhorse because I use it again and again to put down areas of black ink. So anyway, I'm going to go quickly through this book. The other thing is that I one of these people, I've been keeping a sketchbook since I was really young, but I never finished them. And this is one of the first times I finished a sketchbook from the beginning to the end. So kind of proud of that. So you can see right from the beginning, I love to do flowers and nature, and so kind of fun idea of sort of filling in the pages and interested in patterns. And one of the things that's been influencing me is the work of my good friend Andrew Raftery, who's been doing these wonderful wallpapers, and I think that's also had some bearing on all of this. So this is a kind of fantasy with flowers, and you can see there's a snake. At the same time, I was just finishing up a series on Genesis, so I was thinking about Adam and Eve. You can see there's a butterfly. I was also doing a lot of looking at anatomy drawings in the beginning of last year and looking at anatomy books, so that was something that was interesting me. And you can see at the top there, it's like the worm Ouroboros that eats its own tail, and then different things that came. This actually stolen from a anatomy, I think it's an 18th century anatomy. But I look in my job at the Sendak Foundation, I spend a lot of time looking at Samuel Palmer and that artist, and also looking at Marie Sendak's work. So I was somehow channeling trees, looking at this time a lot of Greek art, and I'm loving sort of Greek vase painting. So this is February of 2022. And then using those patterns in the book, and then filling in the areas of black with the Fude pen. Looking also, I've clearly been influenced by Peter Draws and sort of the way in which in his drawings it seems almost like the pen, just the ink flows out and it leads you down different roads. I often am watching television at night after dinner and filling the sketchbook with these crazy patterns. Here's one where you can see the just completely taken from vase painting pattern, Greek patterns. There's some more. I was really at that time sort of obsessed with Greek patterning. So here's in February, thinking about, I guess these are dahlias. Here it says FPR Ultraflex. That's the Fountain Pen Revolution Ultraflex pen, which I really love. They work really well. Here are some Greek elements, Greek vase painting. Here's a Greek vase. Here's some leaf patterns. Here's Severus. Severus often joins me on the couch when I'm watching television. There's some Greek hero. This is a very famous vase painting I'm drawing from. Oh, this is a painting by Giraudet, or it's taken from the painting by Giraudet and Endymion. I knew this somewhere. The famous sculpture of Zeus. So around this time we went to Boston, and I took photographs of the new installation there. So I think that's what this is coming from. Here's some notes from my mindfulness class. The noble eightfold eighth path to follow. Oh yeah, now this is from Boston, because this is The Dead Christ with Angels by Rossi Ferrantino. And then I was looking at Poussin. This would make nice wallpaper. So this is a year ago, because it's spring, April 1st. We have daffodils. At some point or other, this is the Hanged Man. At some point or other, I'd like to do a tarot cards. Oh, I really like this with water lilies. I don't even know what kind of flower these are. Kind of generic flowers. Sunflowers. Here's Severus the cat again. More Severus the cat. Hands. This is from this might be a painting by David, but I don't think so. Someone from that French 19th century, early 19th century painter, I think. Oh, I was looking at Sargent in his murals in Boston. It says here, this is from a photograph from British painter Took. From a model I've worked with. This is from a famous drawing book that teaches you how to draw in the 19th century. And a model. Drawing book. So with these pictures, I can see that I was using the friction pen, not a fountain pen, which is a great tool by Pilot that allows you to draw with ink and then erase it by rubbing against it. And then what I would do is I would think. So these are from photographs. There's the famous David Marat. I was looking into the Loomis method. Looking at anatomy drawings. I was outside drawing. There you can see Severus. This is our backyard. Kind of nice. Photograph from the internet. Oh, Severus in a box. Oh, this is the end of the summer when there are so many we have so many dahlias. This is when I was using the Platinum Ultra Extra Fine, Super Extra Fine. You can see the line is very good. This is at a lecture. Here is when I was working on Moses for the Exodus series. This is in Moses and the Reeds. And then I started to work on the plagues. So these are frogs, some of the plagues. I don't think snakes are one of the plagues, but I was spent that led to snakes. And here definitely bugs, flies. I remember this very much as the Lamy 2000. I think this is around when I got it. Oh my goodness, there's more Severus. This is nice. I'm really trying to try out different cross-hatching effects. We have this William Morris pattern on our pillows in the living room, so I'm sort of stealing that from the William Morris. More bugs, fishes, spiders, more William Morris inspired. Here we have Severus again. Here I'm using the Pilot M800, it says, and also using the Visconti Van Gogh pen that I have. Oh, this is when I was doing the video on fountain pen addiction and getting my hands all inky. Here I'm trying to do some kind of drawings of just fountain pens. Always trying to justify the fact I have so many fountain pens. These are little angels. Sort of time travel image. Amaryllis. Gets you through the winter, your amaryllises. Here I'm using the Visconti Van Gogh pen in a kind of Van Gogh-y way. Grapevines. Here's my husband Nick and Severus. That works as wallpaper. This is after I went to Baltimore and I loved the tile floors they had there. And then I sort of thought, oh, that would be a cool way to make a drawing to sort of pretend that they were like little mosaics. So this is kind of invented and based on some of the things I saw, and then trying to come up with this sort of language. That actually is really cool. I want to do some more things like that. This is, I think, a really nice one. I find it's almost like meditation to do these kinds of elaborate doodles and fill them in. Okay, that's it. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. That's the way to support my channel.